Hey beauties, it's Ashley. I'm back with another one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So today we are doing a mega lash fill-in. In this video, I will definitely be showing you guys, basically my technique, the way I lash. Also, I'll be showing you guys basically the tape back method. I noticed, especially with doing mega sets, tape back method helps a lot. And I know, it could be difficult at times. I literally just started really getting comfortable with the tape back method because it took me a long time to get comfortable. So in this video, you will be seeing me maneuver the lashes with the tape in many different directions just so I could get every single piece of lash. So let's get to it. So I like to start all my lash sets with the lash bath. I think it's very, very good for retention and everything like that. I think it helps a lot with the retention. So I definitely recommend giving your clients a lash bath before every set. I still prime my clients' lashes. Even if you don't want to prime, you can also just use like a contact lens solution. It's like less harsh on the lashes, on their natural lashes, but primer is definitely necessary for people who have like oily skin. It just helps to take off the excess oil that might be on there. So definitely recommend primer for people with oily skin. But right here, I'm just taping her down. Don't be afraid to maneuver the eyes, the tape, whatever you need to do. Move those lashes out the way, because as you've seen, I had got a little bit of it stuck and I just fixed the problem. Always make sure you adjust the tape after you're done taping it down. Make sure you adjust those the outer corners, because it could be sticking them in the eye. Definitely always ask your client, if they're okay, they feel comfortable, and if they feel any discomfort during the service, to let you know and just fix the problem. It usually is either the tape might be poking them in the eye too much, you gotta adjust the tape a little bit, or it could be the glue. Maybe the lids are open a little bit, so you gotta adjust the tape and everything like that. Right here, I'm actually removing all the spikes off the set. So she gets, I usually add spikes into my mega sets. I usually add D-curl spikes, and then her set is a mixture of CC D-curl. The length, she likes a medium mega, which, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with the medium mega. I've always done like long megas, and she's the first one who's like, oh, I want to do a medium mega. And beautiful, you guys, so beautiful. It just looks extra full. It's just pretty. So her lengths are between 10, 12, 13, and 15, if I'm not mistaken. And the spikes are 17 across. That's how I did this set. So yeah, so right there you just saw me prime now. I like to do like a good brush out before I get started, just to make sure all the lashes are out. So right here, we're about to start adding in the spikes. I like to add the spikes to the top layer of the lash line. You always add it to the top layer so that it's visible. If you add the spikes like at the bottom layer, you won't see the spikes as much as you will see them at the top layer. So always put the spikes at the top layer. It was a little up close of me. So see it right there. I just put it right there. Isolate it. Make sure you always isolate too, ladies. But see, I placed it right there, and then I just hold it, and I just make sure it's placed properly. That's the key. Make sure it's placed properly. Take your time. Don't rush. It's okay to be slow and want proper placement. Okay, that's best retention. So you want to make sure that it's like properly on there. Good. Take your time. Make sure it's on. Wiggle it a little bit. Make sure it doesn't come off. Make sure it's bonded properly.
Got some kick.
Here we go. Just adding all the rest of the spikes. I probably put about 9 to 10 spikes in this set. Yeah, I put like probably 9 to 10. I don't like putting too much spikes in a mega because it's a mega set. I want to give it, the fullest. I want to make sure it's like really, really full. So. Alrighty. I always put my my top fan on in between placements of the lashes, just to make sure everything's dry. Okay, so now I'm about to show you guys AC tape back. So you're going to detack the tape on the back of your hand first before you actually put on the lashes. That's going to keep it from getting too sticky. And then you put it like on the tips of the lashes and you just pull it back gently. See, I'm like making sure it's sticking on, because after I detack it, sometimes like it won't adhere to the skin. So I just like rub it in a little bit. And also just try to make sure you can see the hairs, you know, that you can actually see the hairs from your angle. So that's basically how you do the tape back method. I'm showing you guys a little up close. Sorry, my light was like really bright, so it's kind of hard to see the lash. But you see I'm isolating one lash right there, and then we're going to place that fan. Always make sure that your fans, if you're making handmade fans, make sure your fans are always nice thin bases. Nice thin bases. So here we go at another view. So let me change the view up, you guys. Let's give you guys another view. So now I'm just basically lashing. So also, ladies, the glue. Let's get on to the glue. Actually, let's get on the glue. I was gonna let y'all just enjoy the video, but you know I might as well talk. So the glue. So I'm not sure, you know, especially if you guys are beginner lash techs, you might not know this. This is something that some lash techs don't really know in the beginning. Make sure you shake your glue. So before you start any set, make sure you shake your glue for at least a count of 60. So a count of 60. So as you're shaking your glue by hand, shake it sideways, not up and down, but sideways, and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and like, you know, shake the glue, but count like, you know, at like 60 count. And then after that, every 20 minutes, you're going to change your glue, and you're going to shake it for a 20 count. Now, if you have a glue shaker, you're more than welcome to use a glue shaker. With a glue shaker, you can basically shake it for like 30 seconds and it should be fine. I personally do not like glue shakers, but because the battery dies so fast on them, and sometimes I just feel like it doesn't shake my glue up good enough. Especially when the battery starts to die off, it dies too quick. It's like ridiculous. So then I just stop using it. So I get better results with my glue from shaking it by hand. But yes, that's my intake on the glue. Also, glue works best when your humidity and your temperature is right in the room. My glue works best between 45 to 70. 45 to 70. 45 to 75, the humidity needs to be in the room. It has like a very, very high humidity range, but I think it's like 45 to 70 for the humidity. And I like to keep my temperature between like 65 to 70 with it, and I notice it works very, very great. I do have a humidifier because I do live in New York, and it's not really that humid in the wintertime, like it's winter right now. So my room, there's like no humidity in the room. So I have a big humidifier, and then I have a small one that sits behind me to like really help with the retention and help with basically the glue and get it to stick to the lashes fast and easy. Up here it goes again. Here goes another method of taking off the tape. Very, very gently pull it off the skin. And what you're going to see me do right here, I'm going to take my other tweezer and I'm just going to pull the lashes off very gently at the tips. I'm not pulling the base. I'm just holding the tip of her lashes as I pull the tape off, so I don't lose any lashes and I don't hurt her. That's how you take it off. Now I'm just brushing it through just to, you know, make sure they're all good. No lashes falling out. They're all placed properly. If a lash falls out, pop it back on. You know, get another one, make another one, and pop it back on. It's best to get a new fan when one falls off, because once the fan touches the natural lash, the glue does not work right anymore. It like causes like hardness, like it starts to seal, I guess. So when you re-dip it back and you double dip it back into the glue after you already touch the lash with it, it's not going to give you the proper hold, and it's probably going to fall off way faster. So just don't even do that. Just basically get a new fan and just put it on. Okay, so here, see, okay, this is another tape. See, I'm telling you, I like to play with my tape. So basically, like I said, detack the tape on the back of your hand. And then I basically just found the cluster of lashes that literally in this section that I wanted to lash. And I just pulled it over gently to the left and then gently to the right and exposed the lashes that was in that little center beautifully. So I was able to get all the lashes I needed to. You see how it looks nice and little full right there? You see those little 5 lashes. Now see, same thing. I'm pulling off. It's already very much detached. I'm using the same tape. So now it's just coming off easy. It's like you're not pulling. See how it just came right off? Brush through, brush through, brush through. Make sure nothing's falling out. Now you see me doing another. Lift it up again. When I lifted it up, I was trying to see if I could see bottom. But again, there was no more lashes to lash on the bottom layer, but there's some in the middle. So again, I'm pulling it over gently to the side, like kind of by the tips, and exposing those lashes right there in the center. And there we go. I'm going back and forth. I like to work between both eyes. You could do one eye at a time if that's your thing. I've switched it up all the time. So at one point I was doing one eye at a time. Now I'm doing both eyes at a time. And it's been working, I feel like, good with me. So as you see, I'm going back and forth between the sections. And I'm filling her up nicely. Again, this is a mega set. So we're trying to get every single lash. And these are beautiful big fans that we are putting on her. These are 0.3 lashes at that. When you do a mega set, you must use 0.3 or less. It should not be 0.5 and up. It should be 0.3 and under for mega sets. Her spikes are made with 0.7s. You can do 0.3 spikes if you want, 0.5 spikes if you want, but I do 0.7 spikes. I only put maybe 3 little lashes together for the spike, and I use 0.7s. You don't have to. You could use whatever you want, but I know that 0.7s, they're just a little bit more thicker diameter, so they're a little bit thicker. So I like to use those for my spikes. All right, so I'm just lashing here, filling her up good. Yeah, but I'm just finishing filling her out here. All right, I think I could go now. I'm gonna let you guys enjoy the video. I'll come back if I'm needed. All right, so here goes another tape back method. So you see so this is basically how I expose her inner corners. I basically latch the tape, as you guys seen, to the ends, but bring it to the side. And I actually am pulling her eye over with the tape. I kind of not harsh where it's hurting her, but I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. I just move her eye over with the tape and the lash, very slowly, and you'll actually see her eyelid move over and open, move over to the side, and it will expose all her inner corner lashes. That's basically how I do inner corner. That's how I usually do. That's how I usually lash the inner corner. Tweezer cleaner is your best friend when you're doing handmade fans. Your tweezer will frequently get dirty, so always make sure you have a tweezer cleaner in hand. Always. So it is bonder time. Bonder is your best friend. Bonder will definitely seal up those lashes. It will definitely make sure that the fumes from the glue go away. I noticed that when I don't use bonder, my girls say their eyes feel a little irritated. They burn a little bit when I use bonder. They feel no irritations or anything like that. Mind you, my glue is also low fume, but I just notice a difference. When you use bonder, it definitely helps with the process. You know, to each his own. Some girls say they don't use no other product but the glue and washing the lashes. And some girls who do. I believe in using some bonder. I also like to mist my lashes as well, just to give it that extra hold. Also, when you use a bonder, you can wash the lashes right after the set. There's no such thing as waiting 24 to 48 hours. I've washed a couple of my clients' lashes. With her, I didn't because she didn't have any, feel any irritations or teared up a lot or anything. But for my girls who are very sensitive and they tear, put some bonder on their lashes, and then you can wash it right after. Yep, you can wash the lashes literally right after the set. So I would definitely recommend using a bonder, especially if you want to wash the lashes after. So here goes the mister. I like to mist them up real good. I move it sideways so it doesn't get too wet on the lashes. I'm just trying to basically just get whatever excess fumes that may be around her eyes, if there is any. It's kind of like an extra precaution for retention. For me, I like to do it. You don't have to do it. I like to go into the eyeball just to make sure her eye's okay and it's not irritated, or if there is any fumes around it, the mist will help cut that as well. It's like basically just double protection. Now I'm putting my buff fan on, and then I'm going to get my hand fan and I'm going to hold the fan over her eye for a count of 20. I do that on both eyes. I count 20 on one, and then I go and I count another 20 on the other eye. So that's what's happening right now. Now I'm just checking to make sure that her eyes aren't stuck, that her lashes aren't stuck to the tape, or they're not stuck together. So now I'm peeling off the tape very gently, because you don't want to hurt them. Oh, also I forgot to mention the tape I use. I use Next Care sensitive tape, the first layer, and then I use Nichiban tape, the purple with the purple inside. I use that Nichiban. The red one, it's all right, but I like the purple one. I think it does a great job with holds, especially at the bottom lashes. So everybody loves a beautiful, great brush through. I'm just brushing her lashes through, making sure the lashes are on there good and that they're not coming off. I like to always do an extra brush, just to make sure that they're good to go. And here goes the different angles. They look so pretty. Love it. And here we are. Thank you, ladies, for joining me in my video. Hope you guys liked it. This is my second time on YouTube video, so hopefully you guys liked it.